I I want to talk to women who get kind of triggered when they hear the word goddess, because I'm going to use the word goddess quite a bit. They call me the gutsy goddess, and people get it. They kind of chuckle when they hear it, and I understand. I get it. Um, so if the word goddess gets something like, I don't want to be that, or that's uncomfortable, I'd like to talk to you. Okay. So here's the thing. It's Being a goddess is really practical, and I'll tell you why. Okay. What does goddess actually mean? Because most of the time it gets used in ways that make practical women, and I consider myself a practical woman, their eyes roll. They're like, well, yeah, right, rightfully so. So most people, when they hear the word goddess, that whole idea gets covered in crystals and incense and language that floats far above the actual ground of her life, and it becomes useless. And sometimes you look at it from a distance, and sometimes it belongs to other women, women you think that are freer than you, ones who have already figured things out. But, that isn't what I mean when I say the word goddess. The goddess I'm talking about is the part of you that already knows. There is a part of you that already knows, the part that doesn't need permission, the part that when you're very quiet and very honest, that part speaks without doubt, without doubt. And she is practical. And she was with you at 3 o'clock in the morning when you woke up and you knew something was wrong, and you handle it. And the goddess was with you when you were in the hospital room having hard conversations, and in the moments when everything was uncertain and somehow you knew what to do. The goddess was with you. That is not luck. It's not coincidence. That was her. The part of you that is older than the roles you've been given, deeper than the doubts you've accumulated, and wiser than the version of yourself that asks everyone else before she trusts herself. Think of a moment when you knew, not hoped, not guessed, but you really, really knew. Deep down inside, you knew. The knowing that something was wrong even before anyone admitted it. The knowing that a relationship ran its course before you were willing to say it did. The knowing that you were capable of something before any evidence confirmed it. That knowing, that specific, quiet, unargumentative knowing, that's the divine. Not in a way that requires belief in anything outside of yourself. Divine is the way that things are when they are simply, completely true. And you have always had access to her. You've just been taught to distrust her. So here is what I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you to do a ritual or a practice or like dance under the moon naked. Not asking you to do any of that. The next time you know something, feel that quiet, unargumentative knowing. I want you to pause before you override it. Just pause. Give it one moment of respect before the noise of the other people's opinions and your own accumulated self-doubt drowns that knowing out. One moment, that is all she's asking for. Say to yourself, I have always known more than I have said. I have always been more than I have shown. I am not awakening to something new. I'm returning to something ancient, something that has been waiting patiently for me to come home to. The goddess is not above you. She is not beyond you. She is not a version of yourself. You have to earn or evolve into her. She is the part of you that is reading these words and nodding, not because you're being told something is new, but because you're being reminded of something that you have always known, that the goddess and knowing has been within you from the moment you were born, the moment you came into this world with a sense of really knowing who you were. Wonderful, amazing, special, worthy, and definitely enough. That is the goddess. Trust in that recognition. Trust in the recognition of her. That is more practical, more real, and more grounded kind of power there is.